Former Real Housewives of Orange County star Meghan Edmonds' husband, Jim Edmonds, stands accused of a scandalous affair with the so-called baseball madam. In an unusual move, both Meghan and Jim have been pretty vocal about the whole thing, and we've got the lowdown.
This is gonna be a fun ride.
An interesting point of contention between Jim and Meghan Edmonds concerns their definition of cheating. Their differing points of view came to light after gossip blog All About the Tea published a report about the alleged affair, with Jim downplaying it and placing a lot of the blame on his so-called mistress. He shared to Us Weekly, "Regrettably, I had a lapse in judgment. I engaged in an inappropriate conversation with this person. At no time was there any type of relationship or physical contact. Absolutely none. This is someone trying to profit from my name. I am aware she has done this to others in the past." Meghan seemingly took issue with Jim's take, however, writing in a personal blog, "It wasn't one mistake, one lapse in judgment. I saw the texts. Each one represents his decision to throw our marriage in the trash." One of the more curious details about Jim Edmonds' alleged affair concerns the identity of his supposed mistress. All About the Tea reported that Jim allegedly hooked up with a woman named Jen, aka the Baseball Madam, nicknamed for a rumored relationship with men in Major League Baseball. Jim and Jen supposedly met in 2010, when he was still married to his second wife, Allison, and during his tenure with the Cincinnati Reds. The pair's alleged romance cooled off at some point, but it allegedly resumed again in March 2018, when Meghan was just months away from giving birth to the couple's twin boys. A source told the outlet, Jim sent Jen a DM on Instagram in March 2018. She had not heard from him in years. Their friendship sparked again and they started communicating on a regular basis. Their communications quickly turned from friendly to dirty texting. But wait, that's not all. The source alleged that Jim's relationship with Jen ultimately became physical in May 2018, a point he has denied. The source continued, they would meet up at hotels while he was on the road doing his broadcasting job. Jen would fly into the city where Jim was working and stay with him. Jim brushed off the claims, telling Us Weekly he never touched this girl, although he did not use her name. Adding insult to injury, Jim allegedly sent a graphic video of himself to the woman on the same day Meghan gave birth to twin boys Hart and Hayes. As of the making of this video, Jim has yet to address his alleged timeline, but Meghan seemingly alluded to it in a blog post about the situation, writing, "I did nothing wrong, I don't deserve this. I did nothing except be pregnant with our twins and try to have a healthy pregnancy." When All About the Tea spilled the beans on Jim Edmonds' alleged affair, it also shared audio of a scathing voicemail Meghan Edmonds supposedly left the woman in question. A woman identified by the blog as Meghan goes off on the woman she suspects as interloping in her marriage. The woman purported to be Meghan said, "Know this, every single guy in the Major League Baseball you have slept with and that you have blackmailed, I am getting every ounce of it for the FBI." The woman on the voicemail then took things even further, adding, "Think about retracting that story, because I'm telling you right now, you will be facing criminal charges for blackmailing. Good luck with the police showing up. I hope they take your children. Try threatening my family again." Meghan denied ever leaving the voicemail via her official blog. Although Jim Edmonds didn't necessarily cop to having a full-blown affair, he did admit to engaging in inappropriate conversations with an unidentified woman. Meghan slammed Jim for his alleged sexting, complaining in her blog post, "Why did he self-sabotage? And who sends nudies? Doesn't everyone know better than this in 2019? What drives someone to self-destruct in such a way?" It's possible Meghan is worried about how these texts will affect Jim's career. And she also mentioned the importance of one's reputation in a screed, writing, "In the days of digital media, what are we if we don't have our reputation? Every job is dependent upon an unsoiled reputation." What was he thinking? Once upon a time, Meghan Edmonds' former RHOC castmate Kelly Dodd accused her of cheating with Jim while he was married to his second wife, Allison. This was after Dodd received a text from Meghan asking if she had a boyfriend, despite the fact that she was married at the time. Dodd texted back that someone told her that Jim had a mistress. Making matters even more dramatic, Dodd, during a later appearance on E's Daily Pop, accused Meghan and Jim of sneaking around behind Allison's back. She brought up the topic when questioning why Meghan decided to share the text exchange on camera, saying, "I don't pinpoint her stuff out when she was having an affair with Jimmy when he was married to Allison. I don't put that stuff out there. Sorry, spilling the tea now." Jim was outraged by the accusation. To put it mildly, telling E! News, "I think it's ridiculous, first of all, and second of all, we have a family, and to sit there and say that Meghan was my mistress is beyond crazy. This is the first time I've ever said anything to anyone, but I just can't deal with the bullshit lies anymore." It can be tough to come back from a cheating scandal, especially when it goes down in the public eye. And while we wouldn't blame Meghan if she decided to leave Jim, that decision is entirely up to her. So is Meghan considering divorce? Although the mom didn't address the possibility outright, she did express some optimism for the future, writing in a blog post, "Ultimately, I have hope our marriage can recover. We can't say for certain, but we have a feeling Meghan's strong love for Jim is behind her hope." Meghan wrote in a one-year anniversary blog post to Jim, "You are my best friend and I couldn't have been luckier to find you." We don't know about you guys, but looking back on the good times makes us feel kind of sad. At the end of the day, Meghan and Jim have to do what's best for their family, and we wish them both the best of luck. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite celebs are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.